Hello, I'm Phil Ernest, and I'm at the Killkenny Castle. In today's video, I'll take you to the charming little town of Killkenny, and then it's on to see the Rock of Cashel, and finally take you inside of an old Irish church. Killkenny is 124 kilometers south of Dublin, Ireland. It should take you about an hour and a half drive to get there. It is a small charming town with a population of less than 30,000 residents. It is a nice walking town. With its one-way streets and shops knitted closely together, it makes for a tourist-friendly city. The streets are clean and the shops are tidy. Notice the small flower pots along the side of the street. While the town is small, it isn't without its big businesses. Here is an AIB bank ready for you to pull cash out of. In the center of the city, they have a handy little directory showing you points of interest in the town. If you're finding this video informative, please give it a thumbs up. And see that logo on the lower right-hand corner of the screen? Please hit that to subscribe to the channel. Now that Ireland has opened back up to tourism post-pandemic, the residents have showed up, setting up their little booths ready to sell their goods to anyone who may have an interest. This is pretty cool, an old-time classic European van set up as an ice cream shop. If you are an early riser, nothing really happens in Killkenny before 8 a.m., so go ahead and sleep in a little bit. Killkenny's biggest attraction is the Killkenny Castle. Fewer buildings in Ireland can boast a longer history of continuous occupancy than Killkenny Castle. Founded soon after the Norman conquest of Ireland, the castle has rebuilt, extended, and adapted to suit changing circumstances and uses over a period of 800 years. Today, Killkenny Castle is open to visitors all year round and is largely a Victorian remodeling of the 13th century defensive castle. Each year, hundreds of thousands of visitors come to see this grand country house and walk through its 50 acres of rolling parkland with mature trees and abundance of wildlife. Other features include a formal terrace rose garden, woodlands, and a man-made lake, which were added in the 19th century. Admission charges to all open, fee-paying OPW heritage sites are now being waived from now until the end of 2021. However, it is essential to pre-book tickets online in advance of your visit. There are no walk-in tickets available, so please do not arrive without having booked your tickets in advance, as you will not gain entry. I will leave a link in the description below to the Killkenny Castle website so you can order your free tickets. Pre-booking online is possible from 1 hour up to 7 days in advance of visit. Directly across the street from the Killkenny Castle, you'll find this place filled with its restaurants and boutiques. Currently, the policy in Ireland with its restaurants is you are allowed to dine outdoors. However, if you wish to dine indoors, you do need to show proof that you are fully vaccinated. So don't forget to bring your card showing proof of being fully vaccinated with you. They also have a second layer of shops behind those shops. Overall, my experience in Killkenny was a good one. I found the town to be clean, the people friendly, and the food to be good. I would recommend this town to anyone who is looking to get a feel of what a small town Irish community is all about. One last thing, I found this to be pretty cool. The local college was built in the same type of architecture as the Killkenny Castle. A 1-hour drive south of Killkenny, you'll find the Rock of Cashel. Once you get here, park your car in the car park below. It is a paid parking lot. And then be prepared for a 400-meter walk to the top. Parts of this walk may be a little strenuous, so please take your time and be careful as you walk to the top. When you first enter through the gates of the Rock of Cashel, this will be the first look you will have of it. The Rock of Cashel is filled with history, as you will soon learn. Set on a dramatic outcrop of limestone in the Golden Vale, the Rock of Cashel, iconic in its historic significance, possesses the most impressive cluster of medieval buildings in Ireland. Among the monuments to be found there is a round tower, a high cross, a Romanesque chapel, and a Gothic cathedral. Originally the seat of kings of Munster, according to legend, St. Patrick himself came here to convert King Agnias to Christianity. Brian Boru was crowned High King of Cashel in 978 and made it his capital. In 1101, the site was granted to the church, and Cashel swiftly rose to prominence as one of the most significant centers of ecclesiastical power in the country. The surviving buildings are remarkable. Cormac's Chapel, for example, contains the only surviving Romanesque frescoes in Ireland. The cathedral is a large cruciform Gothic church without aisles, built between 1230 and 1270. A 15th century tower rises from the crossings between the church and the transepts. The cathedral was crudely fitted in between three earlier features: the round tower, Cormac's Chapel, and a rock-cut well. As a result, you will find that the east-facing chancel area, where the altar once was located, is far longer than that shallow western nave. This gives the impression that the building is built upside down. The two transepts are also identical in their size and features, and their tall lancet-style windows are in keeping with a previous structure. As you exit the Rock of Cashel, you will see this graveyard. This graveyard is the oldest active graveyard in Ireland, and people are still buried here. So please remember to respect those buried by not running, leaning, or climbing up on the headstones. Continuing along this path that cuts through the graveyard, you will make your way towards the round tower. On a clear day, like this day was, you can see off in the distance the wonderful views of the Golden Vale of Munster, some of the most fertile land in Ireland. As we make our way around the path, we finally arrive at the round tower. The round tower is the oldest surviving building on site. It dates from the early 12th century and was probably completed in and around 1101, the same year the site was gifted over to the church. Round towers are freestanding and are unique in their shape and form to Ireland. Now that you've seen the oldest building on site, take a look at the second oldest building. Cormac's Chapel was built between 1127 and 1134 by King Bishop Cormac. It is the only completed surviving building in Ireland built in Hiberno-Romanesque style. The building houses the fragmented remains of the only surviving fresco paintings in Ireland, and, along with its unique blend of Irish and European architecture, makes it one of Ireland's most important historical buildings. If you're going to the Rock of Cashel and you have a little extra time, you might plan on visiting Hoare Abbey. It is a gorgeous, uncrowned gem of a place to visit. Hoare Abbey is an ancient monastery dating back from the 13th century. It is only a 10-minute walk from the Rock of Cashel. And finally, the last stop of the day is the city of Cobh. This place will be forever remembered as the last port where the Titanic sailed from before hitting an iceberg and sinking. Cobh is where you will also find St. Colman's Cathedral. It is a Roman Catholic church. Construction started in 1868, but it was not completed until 1919. It took 51 years to complete due to increasing costs and revisions of the original plans. With the steeple being 91.4 meters tall, or 300 feet, the cathedral is the tallest church in Ireland. The tower contains a carillon, which, with 49 bells, is one of the tallest in Europe. If you would like to see my other videos from Ireland, please click on the link now. Thank you so much for watching.